Let's talk about the one technology that is completely set to redefine our world: artificial intelligence. I know it's moving at a dizzying pace, but in the next few minutes, we're going to cut right through all the noise. We'll break down what it really is, why it's all happening right now, and what's actually at stake for every single one of us. So let's dive in. To really wrap your head around this, just listen to this incredible claim from AI expert Kai-Fu Lee. More than electricity, more than the printing press, the steam engine. That's the kind of scale we're talking about here. So the big question is, how on earth did we get here? AI might feel like it just popped up overnight, but the truth is, this idea has been bubbling under the surface for more than 50 years. So what happened? What lit the fuse that turned this long, slow burn into a massive explosion? Well, it turns out a few key ingredients finally came together at the exact same time. Okay, so this journey has been a long one. It really started with these huge foundational questions way back in the 1950s. Then, decades later, we started to see these big public moments, right? Like when IBM's Deep Blue beat the world chess champion in '97, or when Watson just dominated on Jeopardy in 2011. And yeah, those were really impressive, but honestly, they were just the warm-up act. So what caused this sudden takeoff? It was basically a perfect storm of three things hitting all at once. First, we got these incredibly powerful computer chips that gave us the raw horsepower we needed. Second, the internet basically put the world's information online, giving AI these vast libraries of data to learn from. And third, and this is the most important one, we came up with a totally revolutionary new way for AI to learn, and it's called deep learning. And that last part, that's the real game changer. This is about so much more than just faster computers. It's a completely new philosophy of intelligence. Instead of us having to program every single little rule, we're now teaching machines how to learn all on their own. So check this out. This slide really breaks it down. On the left, that's the old way. You'd have programmers sit down and write code for every little thing, telling the machine a cat has pointy ears, whiskers, a tail. But the new way? Deep learning? You just show the AI millions of cat pictures and let it figure out the patterns for itself through this layered system called a neural network, which, by the way, is inspired by how our own brains work. This quote from Scott Pelley just nails it. You don't teach the AI how to see a cat anymore. You just dump all the data in and say, go figure it out. The system crunches all those examples and builds its own flexible, internal idea of what a cat is. It learns without anyone ever having to explicitly program it. It's incredible. And because of this new way of learning, AI isn't stuck in some research lab anymore. It's out in the real world. It's in our daily lives. And honestly, it's often in ways we don't even notice. I mean, just think about the phone in your pocket. When your email just knows what's spam and what isn't, that's AI. When Google finishes your sentence before you do, AI. And when your phone unlocks just by looking at your face or automatically tags your friends in photos, yep, that's all powered by these deep learning systems. But it's also tackling some of humanity's biggest, toughest challenges. AI is now helping doctors spot diseases in medical scans with, frankly, superhuman accuracy. It's the brain that powers self-driving cars, and it's being used to dramatically speed up the discovery of new, life-saving drugs. Now, here's a number that might just blow you away. It shows just how deep AI has already woven itself into our culture: 75%. So what's that 75%? Well, it turns out that over 3/4 of what you watch on Netflix isn't something you found, it was chosen for you by its AI. It's a powerful algorithm that's analyzing everything you watch to predict what you'll want to watch next, and in doing so, it's quietly shaping the culture we all consume. But here's the thing. That same powerful pattern matching that recommends your next binge watch, it's also getting unbelievably good at seeing patterns in things like legal documents, financial reports, even computer code. And with that incredible power comes some pretty significant challenges. One of the biggest is represented by our next number: 40%. This number stands for what a lot of experts believe is going to be the single biggest disruption AI causes in the next few years. According to Kai-Fu Lee, the same guy from the beginning, AI could displace about 40% of all jobs in the world. And we're not just talking about routine manual labor this time. No, we're talking about white-collar jobs. Writing, accounting, even coding. The speed of this change is it's completely unprecedented. Then there's this other really weird problem called hallucination. This is where an AI will just make stuff up, but state it with complete confidence. For example, Google's AI once confidently recommended 5 books that didn't even exist. And the AI isn't being malicious, it's a pattern matching machine. It doesn't actually understand the concept of truth. And maybe the most unsettling problem of all is something called the black box problem. See, these deep learning systems are so mind-bogglingly complex that a lot of the time, even the people who built them can't fully explain how they get to a specific answer. It just works. But its internal logic, it can be a total mystery. But okay, despite these very real, very serious challenges, the ultimate goal here for a lot of people in this field isn't just to automate our jobs. It's to unlock a whole new era of discovery by creating something truly brand new. The Holy Grail is something called Artificial General Intelligence, or AGI. This isn't about making a tool that's really good at just one thing. This is about building an AI that has the same kind of flexible, adaptive, reasoning intelligence that we have. An AI that can do any intellectual task a human can. And the leaders in this space, people like Demis Hassabis at Google DeepMind, they believe that achieving AGI would be the single most important invention in all of human history. He thinks it will kick off a new golden age of science, a new renaissance. And we're already seeing glimpses of this power. DeepMind's AlphaFold AI solved a 50-year-old grand challenge in biology, predicting how proteins fold. I mean, a task that used to take a PhD student 5 years to do for just one single protein, AlphaFold did for pretty much all of them in seconds. It's a breakthrough that is completely revolutionizing drug discovery. But listen, we're not there yet. The experts are pretty clear that today's AI is still missing some key ingredients for true AGI. It doesn't have that creative spark, the ability to invent a new scientific theory, not just remix old data. It still lacks robust reasoning. That's why it can pass a medical exam, but then fail at a simple logic puzzle. And it can't truly learn and adapt on the fly. We are still a few major breakthroughs away. So that leaves us at a massive crossroads. AI has the potential to solve some of our biggest, most fundamental problems, but it also carries enormous risks. The choices we all make right now in the coming years will decide the future of this technology and, in a lot of ways, the future of humanity itself.